Hey there, it's Kylie here from mylifestyleshow.com. I hope you're having an awesome day. The sun is definitely shining out here in London. I've been out for some of the afternoon, but I've just come off of one of the most inspiring conversations I've had on My Lifestyle Show. And it's all about bringing women entrepreneurs together who are willing to share their value, their thoughts and their ideas around creating lifestyle businesses so that I can help and share these with other women entrepreneurs to maybe just get some new ideas, to look at different ways of working and just starting to think about creating time and financial freedom. And, you know, it was really inspiring talking to Vanessa Simpkins. Now, Vanessa's an international speaker. She's a best-selling author of 2 books, best-selling author. She's also a empowerment leader coach for women. And, you know, it was just truly inspiring to talk to her, and the simplicity behind what she was saying, but the power of what she was saying was absolutely phenomenal. You know, and a lot of it started with just making a decision to change something in your life. And, it was really inspiring of how simple that was. It was like, yesterday is a different day. Today is a new day. And I just found that just to so resonate with me. I start to look at it like, I guess, a new chapter in a book. If you're writing a chapter in a book, you're starting with a blank page. You can't do anything about yesterday. You can't do anything about 5 years ago. You can't do anything about 10 years ago. You can't change the past. So she talked about kind of, that's your story. That's what you've been telling yourself. That's what you've been telling yourself all the way up till today. But that doesn't mean you have to tell yourself that tomorrow. It's about creating a new story. You've got a blank piece of paper. So what story are you going to tell yourself tomorrow? And I just found that so powerful. Now, she challenged all my viewers to a challenge in relation to starting your day with the question. And it was hang on, let me just get this right. I want to get this exactly right, because I'm going to start doing this now on a daily basis in the morning. So, because I want to hear what I've got to say to myself and what stories that I'm telling myself. And I wrote down the question now I can't find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry about that. But it's, what's the worst thing that can happen? So write it down. So she's talking about basically if you're stuck on something or you want to do something but your fear is blocking you, write down what's the worst thing that can happen if you did it. So for example, you might want to move countries. So like, I come from Australia originally and I come to the UK. Now, I didn't seem to have any fear around that, but a lot of people do. And I guess maybe if I was moving to a country that didn't speak English, maybe I would have the same type of fear. But it's looking at something like that you really want to do and write down what's the worst thing that could possibly happen. So, and then what stories are you telling yourself? So have a look at what you've written down. What stories are you telling yourself about that problem, which is not really a problem, but you think it's a problem? And then start to look at that fear and then move on, and then now rewrite that story as if what you'd like to happen. So for example, let's take the moving one. So say I wanted to move to Barbados. Let's go to Barbados. So I want to go to Barbados. So what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Well, I could get there and I could hate it. I could sell my house and then find out that I don't want to live there. My tenants could trash my house, I guess, if I let it out, and then I'm living in a foreign country and maybe not be able to come back. I don't know, anything. So start to think about what could possibly happen. What's the worst thing? Write down all the worst case scenarios of what could happen. And then look at the story that you're telling yourself about that fear factor and turn it round and then go, but what is it that you really want? What is it that you desire in relation to moving there? And create a new story around it and keep telling yourself that on a daily basis. So remind yourself every day why you're doing what you're doing and where you want to go with that. So I'm hoping I've explained that clearly enough, but that's how I'm going to start my journey tomorrow. So I have a new little notebook and I'm going to start to write down whenever I'm stuck on something, or if I feel like maybe fear is blocking me, or I'm procrastinating, or I'm not doing something I should be doing. I'm going to start with that question. What's the worst thing that can happen? And it's really funny because I remember challenging someone to this not long ago at a networking event. I was talking to a girl who was really shy. She was really nervous about going up and talking to other people. And I said to her, look, what's the worst thing that can happen? And it was really funny. I've done it to her, but I don't do it to myself sometimes. And I think we're all at fault of doing that. It's very easy to look at someone else and help them maybe, but not help yourselves. So start to look at yourself. What was the worst thing that can happen? And when we looked at her scenario, well, the worst thing was maybe someone didn't talk to her, or they might have been rude, really. But, you know, when we reassured her and we looked at it, we got her starting to think about, well, she was in a really safe environment. She was around great women entrepreneurs. You know, it was their opportunity to network as well. So it was highly unlikely that actually it was really going to happen. So when she started telling herself that, the likelihood of someone rejecting her at an event like that was very, very, very limited, that she got up and did it, and she made 3 or 4 really great connections. So I was really proud of her for doing it, because she broke through that fear immediately. So let's do this. So I challenge all my viewers now to follow up with this process. And if you missed the live show, you have to watch it. I'll make sure there's a replay link below this video somewhere. Go and watch the whole thing. You know, Vanessa was just amazing, sharing her journey, her inspiration. You know, if you really want to take your power back, you really want to go to another level in life, then just watch that interview as well. It's just absolutely awesome. She gave away so much value. So it's Kylie here from mylifestyleshow.com. And don't forget, there'll be a link. Also, jump on, you know, watch the next shows coming up. I've got some awesome speakers coming through who are just here to provide you with so much value to help you grow and change your business and just take you to a whole new level of life. I look forward to working with you. Cheers, guys. Bye.